Top 5 Most Horrifying Insane Asylums. 5. Sai Ying Pun Psychiatry Hospital, Hong Kong. Located in Hong Kong, Sai Ying Pun was a mental hospital built in 1892. It has come to be known as the High Street Ghost House due to the many tales of the supernatural that have emerged. It was initially used as a living quarters for the nursing staff until World War II. At that time, it was rumored to have been seized by Japanese soldiers and used as an execution hall. Serving as a mental hospital from 1947 to 1961, then it became a psychiatric outpatient facility until 1971. When it was abandoned in the 1970s, rumors started to circulate of the sounds of a woman crying or a loud, thunderous sound emanating from the building. Mysterious footsteps, visions of a devilish man appearing on the second floor before bursting into flames, and decapitated spirits wandering the halls at night have all been reported. 4. Athens, Ohio. Years of operation, 1874 to 1993. A testament to how far we've come. In the 19th century, women who exhibited sexual desire and strong emotions were diagnosed with the hysteria. Female patients were deemed insane due to sickness termed menstrual derangements. According to reports, the asylum's treatment for these women included freezing, shocking, kicking, and in some cases, lobotomizing said patients to rid them of their sickness. Although at times it may seem like we're going backwards, our overall trajectory is forward, leaving the lobotomies, teeth pulling, and electrotherapy behind us. The mystery about this asylum is any information about patients is kept under tight wraps, with special permission needed from the state of Ohio to gain access. There are also more than 1,900 people buried on the grounds, with their headstones marked by number only. No names attached. Eventually, a large portion of the grounds was given to Ohio University. 3. Whittingham Hospital. London's Whittingham Hospital was once the largest mental institution in Britain, and it was a pioneer in the use of electroencephalograms. One patient alleged that staff members would sometimes apply a wet towel treatment to patients, twisting a wet towel around a patient's neck until the patient lost consciousness. Others claimed that patients were punched and subsequently locked in a storeroom. One claimed that 2 nurses had poured alcohol onto the slippers of one patient and the dressing gown of another and then set both on fire. The allegations were routinely denied by the staff, but both the head nurse and the matron retired as a result of the scandal, and the official inquiry into the matter came after a nurse was convicted for manslaughter after one of the elderly patients he had assaulted died. The hospital closed in 1995, and most of the buildings on the premises are still standing. 2. Taunton State Hospital, Massachusetts, USA. Located in Taunton, Massachusetts, Taunton State Hospital was built in 1854 as a psychiatric hospital, and it boasts a rather horrifying history. One of the hospital's most famous patients was Jane Toppin, a serial killer who confessed to having murdered at least 31 people while working as a nurse. And yet, according to some of the stories, the people who ran Taunton State Hospital may have actually been even more terrifying than many of the criminally insane patients it housed. Rumors persist that some of the doctors and nurses would take the obviously unwilling patients into the basement and use them to conduct satanic rituals. And in its later years, both patients and doctors reported feeling a tremendous sense of unease when even approaching the door to the basement. Reports abound of a shadow man who would crawl on the walls and watch the patients. At least you wouldn't feel lonely, right? 1. Provilia Asylum in Provilia, Italy. Provilia, situated in Venice's lagoon, is often described as one of the most haunted spots on Earth, and according to many, is likely to be the world's most haunted island. For such a small island, Provilia has a very tumultuous history. Up until the beginning of the 20th century, Provilia was used on and off as a quarantine station, and in 1922, the existing buildings were converted into a hospital for the mentally ill of Venice. The legend has it that a doctor working at the asylum committed all kinds of atrocities against his patients before going mad and falling to his death from the bell tower. It is said that he survived the fall, but was strangled by a ghostly mist.